CBS News Philadelphia in your corner as thousands of federal workers brace for yet another missed paycheck.
And this is, as we've been reporting, the longest government shutdown in U.S. history. And a lot of people are struggling to make ends meet, but there are some options for help. CBS News Philadelphia's consumer reporter Josh Sidorowicz in your corner with what you can do right now and also what to watch out for, Josh.
It's just getting so hard for so many people right now. Furloughed or still reporting for duty, nearly every federal worker is going without pay and without any clear timeline for when that next check is going to arrive. There are ways to bridge the gap. You just want to be sure you know what you're signing up for. At Philadelphia International, Charles Jacks is among more than 100 air traffic controllers who are working without pay.
I have 2 kids and a wife at home currently who can't work due to medical issues. So, I'm a single family income household. And right now, this has put an extreme toll on me personally.
He showed our Eva Anderson his empty paycheck, the first, he fears, of many more to come. As many federal workers are now facing a financial squeeze, there is assistance available. USAA says it's already provided more than $400 million in relief through loans and payment extensions to military members and federal workers. Meantime, several big banks and credit unions are also offering up relief, from no-interest loans to waiving certain fees. But Adam Rust with the Consumer Federation of America says with any offer, be sure you read the fine print.
It could be that there's a suspension of interest or of payments, but those are 2 very different things. And then is it the case that it will be a balloon payment when it's time to go back to a normal course of business? That's an important thing to ask because you could be facing a pretty large payment at that moment in time.
If you're having trouble making your mortgage payment, he says you may also be able to get a full or partial payment pause with your lender. Just keep in mind any interest on those payments generally does not pause. You may also be able to set up a hardship payment plan with your utility or phone company. But if there is one thing consumer advocates generally advise against, it's taking out a payday loan or getting a credit card cash advance. Those options usually carry notoriously high interest rates and fees. A better option might be to consider cash advance apps like Chime, Dave, or Earnin. They generally charge lower fees, but be warned there is still likely some cost involved.
It's just important to understand your options. You're facing a hard time, and it's no fault of your own. But the most important thing you can do right now is to make these decisions intentional.
And on CBSPhiladelphia.com, we will be linking to the Federal Employee Education and Assistance Fund. They have a list of more resources, including state-by-state links to unemployment benefits, specifically for federal workers. You might be able to take advantage of that. But meantime, guys, I think for the rest of us, still fortunate enough to be getting a paycheck, experts say, really good reminder, if you don't already, have an emergency fund.
A few months living expenses.
At least a few months, because you just never know. But my goodness, so many families right now struggling with this.
And that emergency
really
fund,
hard.
even just a few dollars a week, it slowly builds up. I mean, you have to start somewhere because, I mean, people hear 3 to 6 months of salary or, living, and they're like, there's no way.
That's too big. Yeah, you're right. Start small.
Something.
Work your way up. At least there's something there. Yep.
Thank you, Josh. Well, to contact Josh, you can fill out your consumer complaint form by scanning the QR code that you see on the screen or by going to cbsphiladelphia.com/in your corner.